What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, as you all know, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie has dropped already. If you haven't seen it already, you are missing out on an absolute masterpiece. Solid 10 out of 10, and this is just the first part. After the first part dropped, though, it does seem like the Demon Slayer community has been in such a absolute frenzy. Like, I can't tell you, my main source of all of this that I've been noticing, it was from TikTok mainly. If you haven't followed my TikTok, it'll be linked down below. But from what I've noticed, it seems like the Demon Slayer community, number one, is kind of, it's in a little frenzy. Y'all know how power scalers be, but it seems like the power scaling and the facts, and I don't know, it seems like a lot of people didn't really catch what the movie gives us, tells us, or implies. So with that being out there, and with a lot of the Demon Slayer community being a little confused, my goal in today's video is we're going to touch on 4 points that I've noticed. 4 points of my, I guess you can call my own opinion, but 4 points that are actually bluntly stated that I want to get straightened out for a lot of the people in the community. So, this will be debatable as well. I'm more than welcome to hear you guys out of what you guys got to say. That's the point of these discussion videos, is to discuss, but I'm going to give my take on all of this. Basically, I'm going to give my take. I'm going to give 4 takes of these that I've seen the most on TikTok that I've had to argue. I had to stand my absolute ground and argue with these, mostly the Shinobu Glazers, bro. That's mainly what it is. I think that's mainly what it is. But I've had to stand my ground on these points because it mind blows me how people have not seen this. So yeah, guys, that's the main point of this. And of course, I would love to hear what you guys got to say as well. Also, if you guys enjoyed these type of discussions, don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me know what you guys like to see. And also, don't forget to comment down below. Let your voices be heard, bro. Let's have a civil debate on these points. Let me know what you guys say and what you guys think. I love to hear it out. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it, guys. So the first topic that I've seen the most, not the most of, but a decent amount of on TikTok, which is something that kind of confuses me, which I would have thought people kind of would have known this. So we're going to start with this first basic topic that I've kind of want to touch on, that I've noticed. Again, this is what I want to say. Let me know what you guys, think down below, or if you agree with me, let me know. That's all what these discussions is about as well. But my first point is, I'm going to say this as nicely as I can, bro. No Demon Slayer. I've seen this so much as well. Let me point this out. I've seen people say that this Demon Slayer or this Slayer can beat upper 3, upper 2. No Demon Slayer is going to beat any upper rank 1, 2, or 3 in a 1v1, maybe 4. I don't know. But the ones that I've seen, especially since the movie has came out, no Demon Slayer, let me say this again, no Demon Slayer in a 1v1 is beating any upper rank 1, 2, or 3 in a solid 1v1. Mainly what I've seen the most is, I want to say maybe Giyu or Gyoma, the Stone Hashira. The Stone Hashira could beat Akaza and could high diff Doma in a 1v1. Mind you, these are 1v1 matches. I've seen some people say Giyu could beat Doma, or Giyu could have did this. No Demon Slayer is being any upper rank demon in a 1v1. I want to push it and say 4. It's just at the moment my mind is so blank on what number 4 was, because I know that the lightning one was upper 6. I want to believe. No, upper 4 was Nakame. Okay, I am right. Upper 4 was Nakame 5. Okay, yeah. So no Demon Slayer is going to be upper. I say upper 4 and above. Actually, in a fair 1v1, because Nakame, if she's in the Infinity Castle, she's switching that stuff around. Yeah, I don't think you fully beat her in 1v1. All Demon Slayers would at least need some other Slayer with them. Hence, why even Gyome needed 4 or 5 other people just to barely behead. I also meant to say this as well before I even continue this. I probably already jumped into it too far, but spoiler warning ahead. I will say that. Spoiler warning ahead. If you don't want to hear about all this, go ahead and click off the video now. Leave a like first, but click off the video now. But Gyome, it took so many of them just to behead Kokushibu. It took 5, 6 of them, and on the edge of death, they just barely able to clutch it. He still came back. So no, I've seen this point so much on TikTok, how people will try to swap it out. People were even saying I don't know, who is it? They'll try to say the Snake Hashira could beat Akaza. If this dude I don't know if it's rage bait, which again, some of the rage baits be a little hard to believe, but no, in a fair 1v1, upper 4 if you want to say that, to upper 3, whatever you want to say, but nobody's beating Kokushibu. Doma nor Akaza in that fair 1v1, especially Akaza. And I've seen people try to say Sanemi before y'all say this. I've seen people say Sanemi could 1v1 Akaza, and I think y'all are severely underestimating what Akaza's stuff is. Now, another spoiler, I'm going to break down what his death move was. His compass needle. I don't know why I had a brain fart. His compass needle locks on to your fighting spirit. Sanemi will be the worst matchup to fight with that kind of fighting spirit. Sanemi only knows brawl. He only knows fight. He speaks one language, and that's swing my sword and win. That's all he knows. He knows fine fighting and breathing, literally fighting and breathing. That's all Sanemi knows. Do you honestly think Akaza is not gonna fold that into an origami? Like, no, Sanemi will be the worst matchup. Obani, whatever the Snake Hashira's name is, still wouldn't be a good matchup. Nobody would be a good matchup. I would give it to Guillaume, maybe being able to, but Akaza will have to get serious right from the jump, maybe, or kind of notice like, hey, you're a threat. So I still wouldn't even fully give it to him. It'd be too high of a risk. I cannot say any Slayer is going to beat any upper rank in a 1v1. Point blank simple. That was a point I've seen so much. Now, the next point that I'm going to get into as well is another point that I would like to touch on, and it actually, bro, I can't even picture this, honestly. So stay tuned for this next topic we're going to talk about. Now, my next topic that we're going to jump in on is, as I said before, one of probably the ones that I wanted to talk about the absolute most. One of the definitely up there with the topics I want to discuss. These are going to be 4, so this is number 2. The number 2 topic is who is the weakest Hashira out of all of them. This right here is pointed at the Shinobu Glazers, bro. When I'm telling you, all on my TikTok page, when I would make a comment like, hey, Shinobu definitely is not the strongest. When I'm telling you, bro, my TikTok feed, not only my TikTok started recommending me these absurd opinions, I guess if you want to call those, of who the weakest Hashira was. No, I'm going to tell you who the weakest Hashira is and why it's Shinobu. Simple as that. There's going to be there's literally no way that this was even said. And on top of that, okay, let's start here. So if we're going to talk about feats of Shinobu, let's talk about this first. First, she fought Rui's mom, right? Rui was the spider demon. So his mom, I believe, who was already scared, who wasn't even that high of a rank. Shinobu, of course, thrust his stab her, use her breathing and stuff. The poison is what makes Shinobu useful. She isn't strong enough to behead a demon. That was her main feat prior to the Infinity Castle movie. That's why I'm saying, I guess when the movie came out, the Shinobu Glazers peered their glazing heads from the ground, because for some reason now Shinobu's the GOAT. Shinobu can be used. Shinobu can do that. Shinobu could defeat Muzan in a 1v1. Bro, let me simplify this for you. Number 1, a point that I seen about why Shinobu, the number 1 point I'm going to amplify about why Shinobu is the weakest is because her body is small. She said this herself. Her frame is small. She couldn't have a sword to behead a demon, which is why she has to use poison. That instantly puts her at a disadvantage as opposed to somebody like Tengen, Giyu, all of them who actually have body builds, even Mitsuri, who actually has a bodily build. Shinobu does not have that, so she's at a disadvantage from the jump already. Now, when she stated this, it was during her fight with Doma, which is another point I'm finna get into on why Shinobu is not the strongest. She's not above anyone. She's at the bottom. Now, let me say this. She's not a bad character, but if we're comparing her to the other Hashira, like the Shinobu Glazers are doing, she's not the strongest. Simple as that. Her small frame puts her at a disadvantage because she can't behead demons. Now, her fight against Doma, this is where it's finna get juicy. So stay with me. Hold on. Lock in for a quick second. Please, chat. Stay with me on this. Her fight against Doma proved it further that she is not the strongest. She went in there in a 1v1 against Doma. Number 1, Doma's blood demon art is, again, a spoiler. It's probably the worst thing a demon slayer can go against because it freezes your lungs if you get too close and breathe it in. Now, during this entire fight, I guess people tried to give Shinobu he get blitzed, which is a demon slayer fan's favorite line. They get perception blitzed. So that's why people are putting Shinobu so high, because she's fast. She is fast, but speed does not win you matches, chat. Speed cannot win you matches, chat. Stay with me, lock in with me for a quick second. Don't click off, don't speed forward, lock in with me for a second. Speed does not win you matches. Shinobu did have some speed against Doma, and I will admit, he probably even said you might have been able to kill me if you had a sword to behead me because you're fast. What the Shinobu Glazers are trying to say was she's faster than Doma. If she had a sword to behead him, she would have been able to kill him. Again, they're disregarding the fact that one, Doma did not take their fight seriously whatsoever because she was not a threat. Even if she had a sword to behead him, Doma's blood demon art basically negates all that. It's harder for you to breathe when you get too close to him. And let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room on this topic, Shinobu Glazers, or anybody's watching. Put this in perspective. Yeah, she got the stab on Doma. Whole time Doma was literally letting her hit him because he wanted to test her poison. He was bored. Doma's whole personality is, oh, you're a beautiful woman. You're stabbing me. Oh, your poison doesn't work. You want to try the next one? Oh, just joking around with her, bro. Like, whole time he's laughing at her. Like, literally, he's disregarding her poison. She can't breathe. She's already small frame. She's at a severe disadvantage. Yes, she is fast. She is fast. No, she did not speed blitz Doma. That eye stab she got was because Doma said it himself. He said it himself. Oh, I couldn't react to your sword because it's so small. I will put it on the screen for you to read it. Your sword is so small, I could not react. That was it. He did not get speed blitzed. He did not see her moves coming. He was literally, it's frame by frame where he's reacting and swiping her stuff away with his fans. There's no way. There's no way. And to top all of that off, was gonna really nail this coffin shut, Doma reacted way faster than what Shinobu could realize. When she tried to attack him, he hit her before she even noticed it. She had a giant gash, an opening in her chest, claiming, oh, I can't breathe, my lungs. Over there coughing up blood, crying to her dead sister. Her dead sister crying to her, saying, I wish you would have told me this. Her sister told her not to fight. Man, bro, dude. She cried to her sister, chest wide open because Doma slashed her before she even realized. Doma could have ended it right there. This man's over there watching her suffer, and slowly, mind you, and still letting her get stabs in. He watched her stand back up and said, oh, I'm moved by this, and didn't react to nothing. Shinobu Glazers, when y'all are saying that she speed blitzed him, keep in mind he was not trying to react. The one lucky hit she got was only because he said, I couldn't react to your tiny sword. So yes, Shinobu's feats came from fighting Rui's mom, who was a weak demon, obviously. Rui was stronger than her. And what I guess made the Shinobu Glazers pop back up is the fact when she fought Doma, and now all of a sudden she's this fast. Her speed don't win you fights. Speed don't win you fights. If speed won you fights, man, if speed won you fights, bro, the Demon Slayer stuff should have been over so long ago. They should have just trained their speed at that point, bro. Speed does not win you fights. If speed wins you fights, then Zenitsu definitely is faster than Shinobu. Zenitsu should have been a god in this anime. Zenitsu is literally a lightning breathing user. His first form, the core of lightning breathing, is fast AF. So why isn't Zenitsu the strongest? Simple as that, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Well, I know why he's not strongest, because yes, he goes to sleep a lot. He's only good at that when he goes to sleep. Yada, yada, yada. I know that, Chad. I know that. But it's still my point of the fact that speed is not going to put your favorite character above all these other people. She can't cut heads off. Her poison was getting negated instantly the entire fight against Doma. The one hit she landed, no, 222, I forgot, I'm sorry. He stabbed her in the neck. And I think another thing that sends these Shinobu Glazers hormones through the roof is the fact the panel said Shinobu almost killed Upper Moon 2. Upper Moon 2 did not defend himself whatsoever because he thought it was cute that she was trying. Put that in your head, Shinobu Glazers. There's nothing, like, Shinobu's a good character, but stop putting her in places she does not belong. I'm sorry. She's at the bottom. She doesn't have much going for herself. That one strike almost one-shot her if her dead sister ain't come speak to her. That would have been it. That honestly would have been it. And not to mention, I think Doma only uses Blood Demon Art one time. Imagine if he would have just, bro, Doma can create clones that are just as strong as him. Imagine what he would have done Shinobu in the worst way. He would have flipped Shinobu on her back, pulverized her, penetrated her probably, and then absorbed her. Bro, like there's nothing she would have done, point blank simple. That is my main topic on that, or my main opinion on that, my main thoughts on that, bro. I'm sorry, Shinobu is not up there with the higher ups. She's at the bottom. Great characters, just at the bottom of the Demon Slayers. Not weak, just at the bottom of the Demon Slayers, simply because of those weak body frame and not being able to cut heads. The poison Poison wouldn't work on if she's 1v1ing other demon slaves like y'all try to say. Poison wouldn't work on a demon slave. It only works on demons. So yeah, keep that in mind, chat. Now we're going to jump into the next topic. That was the main one, which is why it was so lengthy. But the next topic that we're going to discuss is also another one that I've seen the most on TikTok that I want to clear up. And you guys just let me know if you agree with it. Now, the next topic that I want to discuss also still derives from the movie. And another spoiler, the movie, we probably got one of the most cinematic, cleanest, most hypest fights. Like what I'm saying, bro, the movie theater was in an uproar when we seen this. When Akaza versus Giyu, Akaza first popped up, bro, and that entire fight, the animation of the entire fight, bro, mwah, I swear, it's like these folks knew bills had to be paid. Like I don't know what clicked in their head with these fights, bro. They got the first glimpse of it with Tengen versus Gyutaro, and now they not only amped it up from that, but made it just so much more cleaner, bro. Like the choreography, I'm sorry. Giyu versus Akaza. Giyu and Tanjiro versus Akaza, mind you. Now, the point with this that I've been seeing is that Rengoku had performed better against Akaza than Giyu did. Now, stay with me on this, y'all, because I actually have seen this quite a lot, and I do want to touch up on this a little bit too. First off, and another one I seen, well, also let me clarify this, or Akaza. What is it? Akaza didn't try against Rengoku, I think, or something like that. I believe it was something like that. Like Akaza didn't try against, or Akaza wasn't trying against Giyu, something like that. I basically saying that Rengoku had a better chance against Akaza than Giyu. Now, to clear this up, no, Rengoku never had a better chance against Akaza than Giyu. Number one, mind you, Giyu probably is higher up on the scale than Rengoku. Now, that can be debated, honestly, really. Not really, only because we've seen how Rengoku versus Akaza went. Now, my point that I'm going to stand on for this topic is Rengoku did not try against bro, I'm so stupid. Akaza did not try against Rengoku like he did against Giyu. When he fought Rengoku, he begged Rengoku to become a demon. He asked Rengoku, he constantly become a demon. You have high fighting spirit. Now, his fighting spirit was definitely higher than Giyu's. Like Akaza wanted him to become a demon, wanted Rengoku to become a demon. So my main point is that yes, Giyu had a better chance against Akaza than Rengoku. Akaza tried more against Giyu than Rengoku. Akaza wanted Rengoku to become a demon so they could fight forever. He asked Giyu one time, Giyu said, "Stop talking to me." And then Akaza, it just locked in on probably one of the cleanest battles in the world. Like cleanest battles in the anime that I've seen. Simply put, I don't even know how to actually even put it like that, because even if you watch the fight, Giyu had probably every counter to what he was doing. Rengoku struggled to kind of like defend it, and a lot of people can say, oh, he's trying to defend everyone else. Not really. At some point, Rengoku was actually just trying to like behead him, because Akaza's destructive death air type, the little punching moves. Rengoku kind of struggled against that, and I believe he got struck by it. Giyu hit the cleanest and smoothest dodge to get out of that. What was it? Dead calm. All you heard was 11 form. Dead calm. Woo. Like, bro, I don't know how is that much of a discussion, but if you think about it, really, Akaza wanted Rengoku to become a demon. That's his main point. He kept saying, become a demon, become a demon, become a demon. And when he realized Rengoku wouldn't do it, Rengoku put his all into every single thing. And not only did he not activate his mark, but he got turned into a donut. Like, the moment Giyu got serious, Rengoku hit him with probably the most heaviest, most all-out attack that he could, and Akaza shrugged it off. He laughed at it, shrugged it off. He even let Rengoku hit him with it. And then, as we seen when the smoke cleared, he was a red fiery donut. So I don't know how much else that could be compared to. Now let's compare that to Giyu. Again, if you watched the actual movie or even read the manga, which I'm kind of wondering if some of y'all did, or if y'all just watched it on Instagram Reels, but Giyu was keeping up pretty well. Even if you want to say, oh, he didn't try. No, Akaza was definitely trying. Now, mind you, the only point I can give this topic on is, or the only point I can give, towards the other side, is the fact that Rengoku did a 1v1 and Giyu kind of did a 2v1. Giyu was kind of carrying in a way because Tanjiro kept getting knocked down. But not only did all of that happen though, we also did get to see Giyu awaken his mark, which something Rengoku couldn't do. And it just got even more intense. Now, mind you, Akaza got more serious than he did with Rengoku. Akaza was literally using Destructive Death's compass needle, his punches. Giyu just had more stuff to counter it than what Rengoku had. So that topic alone, you know, that still can be debated, but at the same time, it really shouldn't be, because we've seen it with our own eyes and read it that Giyu was just countering way more. Giyu had way more keeping ups, even without Tanjiro jumping in. Tanjiro saved him maybe once or twice, but when Giyu activated the mark, Tanjiro got knocked out, and it was just simply a 1v1. And Giyu was holding his own way more than what Rengoku had. Mark or no mark, this topic will always be Rengoku got the easy end because Akaza just wanted him to become a demon. And when he didn't become a demon, Akaza whole punched him. And then even when Rengoku almost had his head, I will give that the benefit of the doubt, because Rengoku almost had his head only simply because Akaza still kind of wanted him to become a demon, but he kind of got caught off guard as well. So I can give that the point, you know, I can give y'all the point on that. But again, it didn't really work because Akaza just broke his arm off and ran away, which I wasn't really surprised about that. I don't know. As much as I hate it, I love Rengoku. I just will have to say Rengoku didn't have much of a chance or many options as Giyu had against Akaza. Now, point being closed on that. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below. We're going to jump into the next topic, which is also the last one that I want to mention for you. Now, the last point that I'm going to jump into is probably going to tie back into the Shinobu Glazers part, which is Shinobu versus Tengen. I guess it's the battle of who's the strongest at the bottom, which is what I call it. And I'm going to sit here and tell you with the straightest face again why it's not Shinobu. This is going to tie into the same thing of the small frame, can't behead demons. And actually what we're going to do, I'm going to simply compare them. I'm going to make this as fast as possible and compare the two together. Starting with Shinobu, we're going to compare the feats, to give it a simple rundown of feats. Again, we spoke on it. Shinobu fought Rui's mom, who wasn't really much of a demon. She got impaled one time and started tweaking out in a discussion. Shinobu's fast. So again, we have to give her the counter. We have to give her the points and speed. I will give her the points and speed. Now, where it's going to fall off is the fight against Doma. I'm not going to say Tengen could have did much better. Honestly, Tengen probably would have been a bad matchup against it, only because of the poison. Now, only because of the poison, simply because Shinobu had to sacrifice herself to get it. But Shinobu's speed was shown against the fight against Doma. But again, Doma didn't defend himself really up until like when he was just like, well, you know, it's time to end it. Up until he slashed her. Like, he didn't really defend himself, nor did he kind of thought it was a joke. So I can't give you Shinobu Glazers any stats on that other than speed. That's it. Because in reality, if Doma wanted, he could have ended her in one hit. Shinobu was not faster than Doma. She was fast. She could potentially keep up with him not trying. But if Doma got serious, that would have been the end of the fight. He would have finished it. I don't think he got serious till he was absorbed her and told her, okay, well, I'm done with this. He just absorbed her and walked away. Said, we're done, yada, yada, yada. So she doesn't even have many feats to try to compare them, try to say that Shinobu is higher than Tengen. Now, flipping a coin and looking at the Tengen side, Tengen also doesn't have many feats, but his feats that were shown were greater than what Shinobu was shown. Shinobu had speed, yes, but Tengen's speed was also shown. He's a shinobi, so his speed was also shown to be pretty high. His sound breathing is destructive. He can behead demons. The musical score technique also is something that is incredibly broken. Mind you, it took him a minute to get it, but let's also put that into perspective too. Also, let's put this on the table as well. Tengen is quote unquote immune to poison. So if we even put them in a matchup on a 1v1, number one, poison don't work on Demon Slayers, but it wouldn't work on Tengen anyways. Tengen has been shown to be able to outlast poison or outlast through poison or be able to fight through it. But his musical score technique, which also lets him listen to rhythm, lets him listen to the rhythm of whatever he's, I guess, going against. Like, he was able to listen to the musical score of Gyutaro slashes, and he was able to adapt and clutch the win for them. So his feats and abilities would instantly rank higher than Shinobu's, based on the fact that he could behead demons, musical score, he has a more destructive breathing. His poison immunity is a little higher than that. Plus, he's a shinobi, so he's mastered the art of being quiet, fast. You know, it's other things that will stack up against it. I think the Shinobu Glazers aren't realizing that, and they just put the fact that Shinobu's fast. Tengen is also fast. Shinobu might be a little faster, but Tengen also has speed that could match her, and not only match her, but he has more of body mass to be able to take hits, unlike Shinobu. So, yes, Shinobu is still the weakest Hashira based on that. Tengen is above her. obviously based not only on the mask, but his breathing, his abilities, his overall. Actually, also Tengen is also a fast learner. His abilities, him being a fast learner in his background, he's a shinobi. He's known to be able to be fast, silent, and move around. And his fight against Gyutaro gave him much more feats amplified than what Shinobu did. Shinobu got the bad end of the stick, just instantly jumping to Doma and only getting shown speed. And she barely got her speed shown because Doma was still able to react to it. So yeah, I hate to say it, love to say it, but Shinobu is going to still be at the bottom of the list. Tengen versus Shinobu, we're still going to put Tengen above that based on feats, abilities, and overall just everything. Like, you got to keep that in mind. And it was also stated again, since her body's small, she can't take many hits like someone like Tengen or somebody would. And the poison thing is also a big aspect too. Now, I can give you this. If it was Tengen versus Doma, I do believe Tengen would have struggled a little bit more. Shinobu had the poison, and she was a woman, and Doma is obsessed. He's infatuated with the women, so obviously he would have been more inclined to play around with Shinobu than he would have Tengen. Now, the one thing that I can say, I don't think Tengen would last long enough to be able to do his musical score, because for some reason it looks like he needs to learn it a little bit first or have a little time before he can actually use it. So I can give you guys that. But overall, I will say Shinobu's probably the better match for Doma for the poison, because she poisoned herself. She was the more willing to go the length of killing herself. And Tengen just overall actually it still could be debated, because Tengen is extremely durable. He had his entire arm cut off, filled with poison, and was severely damaged. And as we seen, this nigga got right back up, ready to fight with a musical score, smiling, and proceeded to give us probably one of the most well animated battles in that entire series. So I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Tengen is staying above Shinobu. I'm sorry. And if he would do better against Doma, I know I said I'd give it to Shinobu being a better match because the poison thing, and she's willing to go the extra mile. But I think that Tengen probably would have been able to do a little something too. I'm not gonna lie. And with him being able to actually be head, he probably would have gotten a little close. He wouldn't have just have to poison her. So we're gonna say Shinobu still falls short on that. So with that being said, on the last topic, I would love to hear what you guys got to say on that as well. I think I've said my piece. Let me know what you guys feel. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. How are you guys thinking about this? I don't know. I'm more than willing to hear you guys out. Let's have civil debates. Keep it civil in the comments. Let me know how you guys feeling about this. Let me hear you guys out. All of that. I think that's enough said for now. Thank you guys for staying to the end. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Comment down below your thoughts. And if you enjoy these type of discussions, subscribe. We have a lot of these coming through the channel. A lot more coming on the channel. All types of things, guys. Stay tuned for more. You won't regret it. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Stay safe, stay blessed, guys. And yeah, peace. See you guys in the next video.